Prynhawn da, a chroeso I ddinas Cardydd ac I seremoni raddio Prifysgol Cardydd. Good afternoon and welcome to the City of Cardiff and to the graduation ceremony of Cardiff University. I'm Dr. Chris Turner, and it's with great pleasure that as University Director, I welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. We're here to celebrate our students' achievements, and I'm particularly pleased to welcome parents, family, and friends to join in this celebration. I'm joined here on stage by the Vice President of the University, the Vice Chancellor, the academic staff, and the President of the Students' Union. The Vice President, Lady Lynn Jones-Parry, will formally open proceedings, and the Vice Chancellor, Dr. David Grant, will receive students to their award. To my left, Professor Paul Atkinson, the university's orator, and later he will introduce our honorary fellow. Honorary fellowships are awarded at our graduation ceremonies to those who have achieved international distinction in their field, and today we are honoured to welcome Mr. Bryn Terfel. Students, today marks a marvellous milestone in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have supported you over the last few years. And it's good to see that so many of them are here today. Now, I'm sure it will enhance your understanding and enjoyment of the day if we spend just a few moments going through the procedures for the ceremony. For those of you receiving an award today, perhaps you thought that passing your exams was the biggest challenge in gaining your degree, but an even bigger challenge faces you today. You have still to cross this stage and shake hands with the correct person. Try not to seek your award from anyone other than the Vice-Chancellor. The order of proceedings is included in the programme along with the words used for the various stages of the ceremony under the relevant heading. A presenter will read out the names of the students being received to the same award. When each name is called, the student will ascend the stage, walk towards the Vice-Chancellor and shake his hand. Now, whilst past experience has shown this to be a little more challenging than it sounds, your approach to the stage and your return to your seat will be carefully guided by our specially trained marshals. So don't worry, once the ceremony is underway, it really is a case of follow the leader. When you leave the stage, you will stand with your group facing the stage, and the Vice-Chancellor will formally receive you to your awards. You will doff in reply, and you will then be reseated by the marshals. When all awards have been received, students will be asked to stand to receive the university's greetings. Also, and importantly, can I invite you to clap only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their awards, and not as each individual crosses the stage. This will ensure that your hands are still in reasonable working order by the end of the ceremony. Finally, can I also ask that you check and ensure that your mobile phone is switched off? We will be providing some musical entertainment later in the ceremony, and I can assure you it will be better than anything your combined ringtones can produce. Enjoy the ceremony.
In Cardiff to our 2009 graduation ceremony. This ceremony is of great significance in the lives of each and every one of you, and I offer my personal congratulations to all of you graduating today. Your success is the culmination of many years of hard work, and you're entitled to feel proud of what you've achieved, as are your parents and friends who've supported you along the way. My name is Lynn Jones-Parry, and I'm privileged to be a Vice President of this magnificent university. As you all know, Cardiff is one of the most sought-after universities in the United Kingdom. Admission standards are high and selection fiercely competitive. The university is well respected internationally, as is demonstrated by the continued increase in international applications for places. Research-led teaching is one of the distinctive features of the university. You have benefited from some of the most original and pioneering thinkers in their chosen fields. Many of you will have taken and participated in research projects and developed skills which you'll take into your chosen careers. Whatever you do in the future, continue to learn, to question, to apply disciplined thought and challenge conventional wisdom. Cardiff University prides itself on involving you, the students, in the development and direction of your courses. The UK review body for university teaching gave us the highest possible rating for our standards of teaching and learning. They particularly praise the partnerships with students at all levels of decision-making and the fact that students are regarded as members of the university and not as customers. The two academic schools recognised here today, music and law, are both internationally respected. The School of Music is one of the largest of its kind in Britain, and its graduates have made an enormous contribution to the performances and progress of the musical arts here in Wales and far beyond. Later, we will hear from one of the outstanding talents at the university's Cardiff International Academy of Voice, which has enhanced world-class operatic performance in the city. The School of Law is the leading provider of professional legal training in Wales. It has recently won awards from the Attorney General and the Law Society for its pro bono advice scheme, demonstrating the school's commitment both to the community and to provide practical experience for students. Having returned from working with the United Nations in New York, I'm fully aware that the rule of law is fundamental. It is not an abstract concept. It underpins good governance and applies equally to all without favour. Wrongly, we take the rule of law for granted, but you certainly appreciate it if you visit a country where it doesn't exist. The sporting achievements of our students have been enormous this year. Yet again, you've generously helped to teach your colleagues in Swansea the finer arts of rugby, and Cardiff's Jamie Roberts was an undoubted star of the Lions' recent tour of South Africa. Many of you will have taken part in Student Volunteering Cardiff, one of the largest such schemes in the country. In the past year, you have given more than 80,000 hours of your most precious commodity, your time, and you've helped more than 800 people every week. You're the prime reason why the university is so valued in the home community. The Times newspaper ranked Cardiff very highly for the quality of careers which its students follow around the world. Cardiff graduates are leaders in business, in the arts, in healthcare, diplomacy, and of course in all fields of academic study. I know that you will build on their achievements. When I arrived here by train as an undergraduate in the 60s, it was pouring with rain in October, a real change from normal. I had an enormous case which had no wheels, and it contained all my worldly goods. After struggling to my digs in Penarth, quite frankly, I was just ready to go straight back home, but thank heavens I didn't. I personally owe so much to this university. My school had given me a very shaky grounding at A-level. I sat my practical exams at Sheffield University because my teacher didn't know how to set them up. But this university gave me confidence in myself to challenge and not to take everything at face value. It gave me a degree and a unique exposure to Wales and its culture. The friends that I made here are still among my closest. And last but not least, I met my husband here. We were president and vice president of the Students' Union together. In those days, there were only 3,000 students and the Union was a small former church in Dumfries Place. Since then, the university has gone from strength to strength, both in size and in reputation. That reflects the constant evolution of the university, of which you are an integral part. It is far more than just beautiful buildings. Today, you join the worldwide family of Cardiff alumni. I hope that you'll come back and see us and continue to support us. Future generations must benefit, just as you have done, from the outstanding experience of being a student of Cardiff University. When you reflect in weeks to come and think of what you've achieved, please remember the support of your lecturers and the sacrifices and love of family and friends. Take with you all the best you've experienced here, learning to live in diverse communities, respecting the differences of humankind. This international gathering here today represents a mosaic of different cultures, experiences, and attitudes, a powerhouse of potential and promise. You leave at a time that is difficult economically, but I hope you will remain optimistic, sharpen your skills, and gain experience to be ready to exploit the upturn, which will inevitably come. Take with you all that's good about Cardiff University. Be proud of what you've achieved. The future belongs to you. It's up to you to make your mark. On behalf of the university, I wish you and your families every success in the future. Diolch yn fawr.
Nerth gwlad y gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys i holl aelodau'r Brifysgol ac ar hyd y lled y byd fod cynulliad y Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym Mhrifddinas Cymru. O dan awdurdod Siarter Frenhinol y Brifysgol, mae'r cynulliad hwn yn cyfarfod i dderbyn myfyrwyr sydd yn rhynwedd eu hastudiaethau Hysgol Heictod wedi harholi'n briodol yn unol â statudau'r Brifysgol ac wedi cael yn deilwng o'i graddau. Wrth fawrygu llwyddiant yr rhai sy'n graddio yn y cynulliad hwn, fe hatgoffwn eu cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu o werthoedd y Brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy yw ceisio drwy cyflawniadau wasanaethu ar lles pawb, ymdrechu i sicrhau ragoriaeth ym mhob peth ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus arddwythineb gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad y gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let us be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. Under the authority of the university's Royal Charter, this congregation meets to receive those students who, by virtue of their studies and scholarship, have been appropriately examined according to the statutes of the university and found worthy of their degrees. We celebrate the success of those who graduate in this congregation and in doing so remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek, through their achievements, to serve the common good, to strive for excellence on all things and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
I, Professor Gillian Douglas, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Anam Asim. Yvonne Aishan Oriema. Zara Akbar. Fatima Dayo Akiniero. Mariam Al-Kawari. Rachel Allen. Elizabeth Caroline Anderton. Lydia Arntzen. Merve Yeliz Atak. Catherine Aladi Audu. Lisa Marie Jacqueline Ayres. Alessandra Lydia Maria Baccio. Lucy Jane Barnes. Scott Daniel Belland. Joni Jacqueline Benedict. Taya Bennon. Eleanor Barbara Billing. Daniel Robert James Blackmore. Michael Edmund Bogahalanda. Anthony Robert Booth. Matthew Brown. Sarah Burgess. Alice Bussell. Charlotte Campbell. Leo David Chambers. Justin Sir Ken Chan.
Nauda, good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, it is a tradition of the university for the Vice-Chancellor to speak in Welsh to receive each group of graduates to their awards. The Welsh phrase I will use, when translated, means, "Through the authority conferred upon me by the university, I receive you to the degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree. Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl freiniau radd hon." Congratulations.
Justin Scott Charnock. Charlene Adrienne Chin. Jingwen Rowena Chuk. Vui Kiong Chung. Heidi India Cleaver. Katie Louise Costin. Rebecca Ann Cunningham. Rebecca Curtis. Frances Kate Davies. Leanne Catherine Davies. Bethan Ruth Dawson. Juliana Dorairaj. Laura Driscoll. Charlotte Dyer. Kewana Tova Edgecombe. Philip Edwards. Joel Evans. Fadzlina Fadzil. Afolake Oyeyemi Falay. Emma Louise Faulkner. Samantha Fennick. Rebecca Foley. Louis Foscolo, Leila Ghazem Rashid,
Prwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl fwreiniau rath hon. Congratulations.
Syed Downish Ghazi, Stephanie Gillam, Leslie Jo Ann Gerling, Laura Goff, Nia Rhiannon Griffiths, Shu Pei Guan, Bessie Haji Georgie, Hamait Ashter Haider, Christina Halsey, Irum Haq, Rhys Henna, Joelle Heslop, Charlotte Hill, Suzanne Hoare, Sean Hogan, Alex Hookway, James Horsey, Emma Jane Houghton, Michelle Louise Hubbard, Emma Jane Hughes, Lowry Hewson Smith, Samuel David Keir Ingham, Sarah Elizabeth Ingram, Jeremy Carl Isaacs,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl fwreiniau rath hon. Congratulations.
Catherine Jenkins, Kira Mary Jenkins, Naomi Claire Jenkins, Keenan Johnson, Sarah Elizabeth Jones, Lee William Jordan, Abdullah Mumtaz Kaloon, Christopher John Simon Keeling, Fiona Kenworthy Neal, Shahnawaz Khan, Hannah Kirkham, Jade Knowles, Dafin Komugisha. Yun Fui Kwan. Eniola Oyundamola Lalela. Rosalind Olivia Lamb. Victoria Patricia Lawler. Christopher Lee. Victoria Marie Lee. Deborah Leach. Mei San Leong. Sarah Lim Kai Lee. Evron Liu. Kirsty Junji Lim.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreiniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Fwy Tet Victor Lowe. Yun Sin Lowe. Caris Meyer Lodwick. Polly Lord. Shi Yin Lowe. Yvonne Wynne Cumlow. Yan Shan Lua. Vlad MacDonald Montonu. Hani Mahinsa. Asaf Malek. Catherine Elizabeth Matteson. Rhiannon Matthias. Jack Douglas May Robinson. Imogen McCabe. Sophie K. McCrum. Alexandra Davina Grace McVicker Wilson. Fionn Meddy. Katie Millett. Mohammed Zishan Mosen. James Gareth Molland. Sam Peter Moore. Harry Morgan. Laura Caitlin Morgan. Gareth Paul Morris. Andrea Alyssa Moultrie. Matthew Robert Murphy.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl freniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Benazir Nazar. Amir O'Toole. Nicholas Ross O'Neill. Xiao Hong Ong. Kate Louise Parker. Krishna Patel. Charlotte Hannah Pierce. Alexander John Phillips. Leah Pollard. Christopher Price. Geraint Probert. Caris Ann Pudner. Rhiannon Radcliffe. Mohammed Sifor Rahman. Hosnain Ali Ramzan. Gareth William Rees. Kelty Reed. Lucy Emma Roberts. Rebecca Ryan. Lowry Ryland. Rebecca Reimer. Leslie Ann Sires. Joel Scoberg Evans. Angharad Kate Scorefield. Salman Asghar Sheikh. Catherine Aladi Audu.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd daglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl fryniau rodd hon. Congratulations.
Lok P. Xiao. Hendrik Smith. Daniel Shane Smith. Elizabeth Smith. James Matthew Stonebridge. Hui Lin Tan. Christy Bernadette Taylor. Chi Chern Ti. Jing Li Tay. Laura Alexandra Thane. Ewan Wynne Thomas. Ruth Hilary Elizabeth Thomas. Joanna Lily Thompson. Tek Hao Tai. Kenneth Yun Fook Tiong. Stephen Kang Nian To. Joanne Turner. Amy Vernoon. Jenna Vizard. Gareth James Walters. Chun Mei Wan.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl freinio radd hon. Congratulations.
Carly Justine Waring. Vivian Eng Gyok Wee. Kenneth Wong Kwok Weng. Francesca Mary Huabel. Samuel James Wilkinson. Charlotte Williams. Kate Ann Williams. Catherine Eleanor Williams. Lucy Alice Joan Winter. Stephanie Miriam Wookie. Rory Niall Young. Siti Zahara Binti Zahid. Mohammed Ziul Hok Ziko. Laura May Bater. Joanna Beaumont. Charlotte Louise Davison. Luke Anthony Exton. Caitlin Gallagher. Matthew Gascoigne. Catherine Laura Harper. Yvonne Margaret Hooper. Mark Hughes. Nicola Mulvenna. Charles Rupert Nichols.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl freinio radd hon. Congratulations.
Antonia Nora Rose Prince. Laura Deborah Ralph. Ranjan Ratnagopal. Catherine Schaefer. Laura Jane Snell. Sarah Taylor. Claire Wheeler. Kate Alexandra Amos. Cameron Lyle Boyd. Laura Evans. Cassandra Matilda Fernandez. Thomas Owen Hughes. Katie Lisa Jones. Andrew Terence Aidan Kendall. Joanna Kinross. Rachel Lee. Anna Elizabeth Lewis. Carolyn Martin. Lillian Nakachwa Matovu. Richard Andrew Phillips. Rachel Louise Randall. Samuel Richard Rogers. Katie Ashley Sharp. Catherine Holly Lavinia Smith. Bethan Louise Thomas.
Trwy awdurdod y Prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
Daniel Hugh Thomas. Everett Becker. Divika Choksi. Robin Louise Della. Anna Victoria Elliott. Louise Helen Banashak. Gwenllian Ellen Barry. Richard William Campbell. Emma Davies. Kim Elcote May. Scott James Farmer. Matthew David Foley. Adam Gajewski. Katie Greenway. Grace Harmon. Carol Jones. Catherine Lewis. Stephen Nicholas. Tara O'Neill. Shalini Parjan. Benjamin Ritchie. Gomer Wayne Singh. Sophia Elizabeth Skog. Carl James Bodman Spencer. Jennifer Alice Summers.
Trwy awdurdod y Prifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
Hashim Talbot. Daisy Talk. Isabella Vatinska. Matthew William Wright. Nicholas Allen Whiteman Wright. Charlotte Louise Wickham Youngs. Emily Yasmin Abbott. Rebecca Ann Duffus. Kirsty Ellis. Daniel Fagan. Lucy Jane Goodridge, Eleanor Inman, Rayanne Kateri, Nombulelo Nonswakazi Makwabeni, Amanda Mitchell, Natalie Ann Parkinson, Amy Patterson, Kelly Louise Phillips, Louise Rose Wiltshire, Sam Wooderson, Katie Wyatt, Manon Elena George, Thomas Rhys Lewis, Lowry Russell,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreiniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Rwy fi yr athro David Wyn Jones yn cyflwyno'r rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglor yn y celfyddydau. I, Professor David Wyn Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Harriet Sarah Bradley, Natasha Alice Ingle, Shakira Mahabir, Daisy Venables, Leon Hugh Williams, Rebecca Wise, Rachel Elizabeth Burnett, Carrie Marie Deroy Jones, Adam James Greaves, Annabel Hodges, Laura Sanford, Catherine Meyer Evans, Sarah Leanne Lewis, Tara Abigail Louise Chapman, Michael Benjamin Beagle, Nicholas Jonathan Hill, Isaac Parnell, Chun Yan Wong.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Rwy fi yr athro David Wyn Jones yn cyflwyno'r rhai sydd wedi derbyn gradd baglor mewn cerddoriaeth. I, Professor David Wyn Jones, introduce those who have received the degree of Bachelor of Music. Catherine Algaba, Rochelle Louise Barlow, Holly Elizabeth Best, Hannah Suzanne Bostock, Alice Fung Tin Chan, Liam Carolambus, Geraldine Charles, Thomas William Claxton, Edward Cook, Sarah Rebecca Cunnington, Ben Dobson, Kirsty Davis, Thomas John Devoren, Lucy Fowle, Jennifer Freeman, Tom Gorton, Roxanne Griffiths, Kerry Haynes, Samantha Joanne Hill, Elizabeth Mary Jean Hipkins, Hayley Nadine Hopkins, Fiona Elizabeth Humphreys, Benjamin John Jarvis.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd baglor mewn cerddoriaeth ac I holl ffreniau rodd hon. Congratulations.
Catherine Jens, Zoe Camilla Joannis, Kimberly Johns, Alice Louise Jones, Timothy Michael Jones, Sean Anwen Locke, Alice McCulloch, Shanta Lily Miller, Nicola Diana Montgomery, Jessica Ruth Morris, Matthew John Morris, Felicity Kate Panyers, Samuel Price, Kevin Shanklin, Elizabeth Francis Sills, Michael Patrick Sims, Natalie Victoria Smith, Amy Jessica Surrey, Rachel Ruth Tabb, Claire Vautier, Charlotte Anna Webb.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn cerddoriaeth ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Arts. Melissa Louise Evans. Robert Dishington.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol ymddirchiedwyd i mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd athro yn y celfyddydau ac I holl fryniau'r rodd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Laws. Clarence Sean Sampson. Rita Kwatenma Achiampong. Tammuz Emmanuel Ben Said. Pramod Bhosle. Caroline Adelaide Buffery. Andrew Robert Burnett. Calliope Katsimikali. Nikhil Chopra. Natasha Ernest Kunasingh. Rayman Hamid. Aaron Wesley Hayward. Hiromu Hosoi. Nagesh Baswaraj Jain. Ravi Kapoor. Kamran Khan. Rohan Bandi Krishnarao. Chun Lu. Craig Anthony Maggs. Theresia Julius Mangung Ula. Despina Matala. Lloyd William Maynard. Hossein E. Monjour. Irene Mueke. Elizabeth Oyange.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddirchiedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rodd athro yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl fryniau'r rodd hon. Congratulations.
Praveen Pandey. Srinivas Dayal Patnakuni. Vivek Ratan. Jawad Riaz. Rohit Roy. Cole Anthony Stacey. Jenny Tran. Constantina Tsavella. Jing Shu. Carole Heidi de Flandre. Jean-Marc Delahaye, Marie Filiette, Stéphanie Isabelle Nathalie Gobin, Thomas Grandbougin, Astrid Hernandez, Amélie Mauger, Teresa Pinto, Bertrand Robert, Keshwari Vudumalay, Judith Helen Barham, Audrey Elaine Bean, Janet Pauline Brember, Richard Anthony Brown, Mohammed Yasser Dani, Sebastian James Dawson Bowling,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath athro yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffraniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
Peter Wynne Ebenezer, Carrie Louise Elliott, Linda Gale Ellison Rose, Andrew Evans, Mark Gagan, Yusuf Samuel Gergis, Miles Gladson, Sean Halpin, Rhiannon Christine Hancock, Benedict William John Hayhoe, Richard John Vaughan Jarvis, Donna Mark McDonough, Aristos Markantounakis, Cheryl Ann Matthews, Bridget Murphy, Tessa Northmore, Arjit Ray Chaudhuri, Jacqueline Rees, David Robert C. Rooms, Angharad Rutley, Margaret Williams, Sally M. Wood, Janet Young,
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I rath athro yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau'r rath hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce those who have received the degree of Master of Music. Kate Patricia Rabaiotti. Emma Ruth Richards.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn cerddoriaeth ac I holl ffraniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Ricardo Montana.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd doethyr mewn athroniaeth ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
I, Professor Jonathan Osmond, introduce for the degree of Doctor of Laws, Robert Gregory Lee.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a amddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd doethyr yn y cyfreithiau ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Can I invite all of you who have received your awards this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the Vice President and the President of the Students' Union.
Boed eich gofel yn wastad dros lwydd ac anchydedd ein prifysgol a'n gwlad. May your care ever be for the success and good name of our university and our country.
You are now members of the distinguished alumni of this university. May your association with the university be cherished and be constant throughout your life. And may your care ever be for the fellowship of our university and the welfare of all people.
Now, before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a long-standing tradition at Cardiff at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends, and indeed to the academic staff who have supported you over many years and who have helped you reach this important point in your career today. Can I invite you, therefore, to turn around, to greet your family and friends, and to say a very special and public thank you to them by giving them an enthusiastic round of applause. Excellent. Seated.
Vice-Chancellor, sir, it's my very great privilege and pleasure to present Bryn Terfel as a Fellow of Cardiff University. Here in Wales, we're especially fond of words and music, song and opera. It's not for nothing that we've often been called Italians in the rain. And nobody embodies the Welsh tradition of singing like our guest today, Bryn Terfel Jones. Vice-Chancellor, it was almost exactly between where he is standing and you are sitting that Bryn Terfel came to national and international prominence 20 years ago, here in this very hall. In the 1989 Cardiff Singer of the World competition, in what became known in the final as the Battle of the Baritones, he stood out as a rare talent, a magnificent bass baritone voice combined with a musical sensibility and a stage presence that marked him out to all of us fortunate enough to see him and hear him as one of the truly great voices of his generation. Bryn was born on a farm in Pantglas in North Wales and showed a talent for music at an early age, winning many prizes for singing, before moving to London in 1984 to study at the Guildhall of Music and Drama, where he won the Kathleen Ferrier Memorial Prize and the Gold Medal. In 1990, he made his operatic debut here in Cardiff with the Welsh National Opera, when he sang in Così fan tutte and The Marriage of Figaro. And since then, he has gone on to become one of the undisputed international stars of the world opera stage. Debuts at the Royal Opera, the Vienna State Opera in 1992 soon followed, as did his first performance at the New York Met in 1994. 1996 saw his first Wagner role when he sang Wolfram in Tannhäuser. In more recent years, Bryn has returned to Welsh National Opera to sing roles for which he is perfectly suited, indeed roles that he could have been born for, and which have become central to his repertoire. Wagner's Flying Dutchman and Verdi's Falstaff, roles that he has performed with great distinction with several opera companies. He has become the Wotan of his generation in Wagner's Ring Cycle. These have all confirmed him at one at the same time as an outstanding singer, an outstanding singing actor. He has not neglected the lighter side of music, and his recordings include CDs of songs by Lerner and Lowe, and Rodgers and Hammerstein too. Starting in 2000, Bryn founded the Vinyl Festival in his own North Wales, which is sometimes rightly known as Bryn Fest, in which his twin roots of operatic music and the Welsh musical traditions are celebrated. Among his many other activities, he is president of Shelter Cymru, the charity for the homeless, and he is patron of Bobath Children's Therapy Centre, Wales, which provides therapy for children who have cerebral palsy. I think I should also mention he has a great passion for golf. And some years ago, he won't remember, I was researching a book for Welsh National Opera, about Welsh National Opera, and one of the most amusing things, actually there were lots of amusing things, but one of the more amusing things was actually following Bryn and Rory Bremner as they played a charity round of golf with Coutts Bank representatives, which Rory Bremner kept up a running commentary on in the style of Peter Allis. In 2003, Bryn was made a CBE, and in 2006, he was awarded the Queen's Medal for Music. It's our very great pleasure to add to his honours today, Vice-Chancellor, by making him a Fellow of Cardiff University. Anrydeddus isgan hellor, cyflwynaf I ti Bryn Terfel, fel Camrawr Anrydedd, Prifysgol Cardydd.
Trwy'r awdurdod a roddwyd i mi gan y cyngor derbaniaf chi, fel cymrawd Anrydedd, Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Wel, diolch yn fawr i'r Brifysgol, llongyfarchiadau i chi gyd. Thank you very much to the university and congratulations to you all. It's been a very eventful week at the Royal Opera House in Covent Garden. The Rosina who's singing in the Barber of Seville, literally, you say sometimes break a leg to wish them luck sometimes on the stage. Well, she tripped over and broke her leg, but is still going through with all the motions, with her crutches. I was nearly stabbed by my second Tosca. I'm going to rehearse with her again tomorrow, just in case that she... there are two knives on the table. One, of course, has the retractable knife, and she picked up the wrong one in rehearsal, so I'm very fortunate to be here. At the beginning of my studies at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, I was given a quote by my singing teacher. His name was Arthur Reckless. Yes, a great name. When he used to sing in theatres, they used to put a reckless baritone. But one thing that this quote made for me was to set me up for the whole of my career. It was Oscar Wilde that said the quote, I am very easily pleased, only the best will do. And I thought about that throughout my studying time in London. And of course, in London, you had everything from theatres to cinemas. And I, of course, took everything on board. But what does being the best mean? Well, for me, of course, is trying your best. In my career, it means you have to turn up on time in rehearsal, you have to look presentable, you have to be collegial, you have to know your work, and you have to try your best. And I think it still opens doors, it still gives me work, it still gives me invitations back to opera houses. And I've got a good friend who's a mathematician who's collecting honorary fellowships. He wants to do the whole alphabet. I'm not sure if I can do the Welsh alphabet, but at the moment, I'm on the English one, I think I'm Aberystwyth, Bangor, Caerdydd. So D is my next one. And I'll leave you with this thought. Of course, in auditions and interviews, you have to give the right answers. But sometimes it's quite nice to give an answer that has your personality and perhaps a glint in your eye. Two big bass baritones were invited for an audition for the new Indiana movie. And think of this one. The question was, how many D's in Indiana Jones? Well, the first baritone walked in. He got it right. He gave the right answer. He said, 1 D in Indiana Jones. You're in the movie. The second bass baritone came in, and he had a glint in his eye. How many D's in Indiana Jones? And he went, 106. Well, how do you get to that? D, 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 D. Dee 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 dee. So when you go now for your interviews and auditions, think of that story. And sometimes think of a funny answer, perhaps. Good luck.
I'm delighted to introduce from the university's Cardiff International Academy of Voice, student Kirsten Sharpen performing Loretta's Dream from La Rondine, accompanied by Caradog Williams. As the Vice President of the University, it's now my duty to draw these proceedings to a close. This occasion is naturally one of the most pleasurable in the University's calendar, and for me it's been a joy to be part of it and to see so many happy, smiling faces. I wish you all every success for the future.